At some point, you have to ask yourself, are we even safe in America? Here's Donald Trump getting on Air Force One, then being threatened by the Iranians, gets out the back of the plane while staff and media was being loaded, and then gets into this catering truck and then jumps into another plane, right? Like a little bitch. And here he is playing golf. He's so paranoid with defense RPG missiles behind him because he's so paranoid that the Iranians are going to attack on U.S. soil. And they've already attacked on U.S. soil, right? Everyone's heard about the water facility plants in Minnesota, Michigan, Georgia, 7 different states that got cyber attacked, right? And people couldn't drink the drinking water. They were advised to boil their water because it wasn't safe, right? And we've gotten our asses absolutely handed to us in Iran, right? One of the new demands in Iran has been that Donald Trump has to shut the fuck up. He can no longer say that we won the war in Iran and everything is going great. And he said this over 200 times, according to Google. And all of a sudden, he's completely quiet. I mean, that should tell you everything about the Iranians. And not that the Americans are going to give up on this war. I don't believe that they're going to do that. They have no choice. They have to continue to point the gun, point missiles at different countries who dare go away from the petrodollar system. And so Trump is stalling the Iranians. And they could stall them for years, right? Because what we need to do, we're so depleted of our defense missiles, right? Estimates are anywhere from 15 to 20%, right? And these are strategically put in very strategic places that the Americans have to defend, right? But all these other places are now vulnerable, and Iran has entered phase 3 basically of their plan. They're now destroying all of the allies of the Americans, right? You can't pay someone to go into Dubai and travel right now because it's that unsafe, right? These $1 million hotels, $1 billion hotels where only billionaires and millionaires stayed are all of a sudden very, very affordable, and that's because the Saudi Arabia is being bombarded whenever the Iranians want, right? There's no more defense missiles. And so the best thing that Trump could hope for is that Congress approves another budget, and in a few years we'll have enough bombs to continue to bomb the world, because we have to continue to point missiles and guns at different countries to sustain the petrodollar, because if that collapses, America as we know it is going to collapse, right? You don't have to believe what I'm saying to you. You're going to see it for yourself in the next years or so, and everything that I've told you will eventually come true.